Lyonshall, which is just off the A44 between Pembridge and Kington in Herefordshire. We're at Lyonshall Church, St Michaels I think. A nice looking church. Never been here before. I'll show you some views as well. It's up on a hill. Mind you, there is a castle remains behind, which I think are on private land. But as you can see, well, it was built where the castle was, and the castle was always of an advantageous position, isn't it? But yeah, a fair old view. Yeah, it's a nice looking church. Oh, the traffic noise behind. Yeah, you're really up on a hill, yeah? A lovely old building there. Yeah, it's a nice looking church. There's a monument there, but I don't know if there's anything written on it. Lovely spot for a bench. There is remains of a castle there, which is on private land. I think you can see it, but I'll show a bit of that in a minute if I can. I'm pretty sure that's the old vicarage. What a lovely spot. More views to the rear. But like I said, being a position of a castle, they're always up on the hill, aren't they? It's the same as in Pembridge. Almost exactly the same. Pembridge Church. And just behind it is like the old mound of the old Pembridge Castle. You can see that's in the earthworks there. But I suppose a lot of the place the castle sort of was the main hub of it, and then they built the church there. That's my father-in-law's parents, his grandparents then. God, it's a bit dark in here. Yeah, it's a very attractive church. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my father-in-law and his dad was from Lyonshall. Again, we're only, crikey, 10 minutes from home, 15 minutes from home. Yeah, past the church many a time. I've never been here. It's a bit dark in here, unfortunately. Well, this is it. This is the remains of Lyonshall Castle. On private land, I think, so I suppose you've got a certain amount of access. Obviously the moat. Look at the daffodils and the squirrel. So not a lot of stonework left, but near a woodpecker. Green woodpecker, I think. Yeah, it's a shame there's no public access, but I suppose if it's on private land, it's a safety point of view, isn't it? There's a bit of a manor house around here. up there. Obviously there's the lodge to it. It's called Castle Weir. I don't know if I'll be able to get any picture of it. Yeah, there it is, Castle Weir. Manor House, I suppose you call it Manor House. The main road's only down there, so you can see it from the road. Yeah, I've got a couple of interesting facts about Castle Weir. First one is my mother-in-law and his mum, Kath. She worked in service there. It would have been in the 40s, I suppose, 1940s. You know, proper Downton Abbey kind of stuff. Obviously, you know, probably getting to the last of the gentry, I imagine. And the other fact is, you can look him up, but there's a lot of people who know who he is. Clifford T. Ward, the singer-songwriter. He lived there, I think, probably in the 70s. He's famous for one of his biggest songs, Gay, and Home Thoughts from Abroad. Yeah, he's worth looking up if you've never heard of him. I'm sure you'll recognise some of the songs. Tragically died, I think, in 2001. He was a local chap, well, he was local. He was Worcestershire, he was from Stourport on Severn. And died in Tembury Wells, not far away. But yeah, he lived there, and his kids went to school, and Annie, we knew a couple of them at school, the boys or something, and one of them was a boy. Yeah, that's an interesting fact. Well, of course, another interesting fact, not far away, went Hargis, just above Kington. They're only a few miles from Kington, was where Mike Oldfield lived for a while as well. And again, if you're familiar with Mike Oldfield, he had an album out called Hargis Ridge, and that was written about Hargis Ridge, just above Kington. Another bit of hearsay, I don't know how much truth in this, I heard it somewhere or read it somewhere, is the village, this used to be the village up here. Well, obviously there's a certain amount of property still up here, but the actual main village of Lyonshall is down there behind me. It's quite a way away, but it was apparently because it's to do with the plague, and I think a lot of the house, they burnt a lot of the houses or something to kill the plague. So hence it was all built down there. Whether that's true, I did have a look online, I can't find nothing, but I'm sure I've read it or seen it somewhere. That's our little look around St Michaels Church in Lyonshall, Herefordshire. I think that's quite interesting, with the castle and stuff like that. So, I'll leave it there.